May you have much joy of it. Always nice to see you. Do stop by again.
Hey friends! Check this merch!
Always a pleasure. Let's check what's next.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you... Roger that. Moving on, moving on. Be lucky. Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into green. And remember, you never heard of me, you never heard of Solaris U. Patrol. Recon, we need to know what's going on out there to better plan our next few operations. We need intel. Find out as much as you can about what the Corpus are currently up to. If we want Corpus intel, go to the source. Infiltrate and hack their systems.
Saddle up.
You're nearing the secure area. Watch out for patrols and security measures. The enemy will destroy the data if they detect you.
Takes care of that.
Right, get out of there.
Finally.
Oil drive patrol. A good source of info on troop movement and reinforcement. Hit it with an EMP mine and let's see what it can tell us.
Just how I like it.
then get down there. Remember, if I'm going to rip its data mass, we need that coil drive in one piece. Do you see it? It's headed right for the trap. Perfect! Coil drive disabled. And the board just lit. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data mass quick as you can.
Stuck.
Going as fast as I can, but this data mass is some seriously tangled architecture. Gonna need you to buy me more time, Sparky. Drop protecting the coil drive. The info I pulled is interesting. Can analyze it later. Let's move on. Last step and we're done. There's a lone drone I want disabled. I'll raid its patrol logs, pair it with the other info you've assembled, and that should provide good operational intelligence for a little while. There's the drone. Swat it out of the sky so we can get to work. Alright, once we get this thing rewired, it'll auto-teleport to a destination of our choosing, where one of our people is waiting to pick it up. And they're gonna try to wreck it rather than let us take it. Hold them off while I get this done.
Got him. Gotcha.
Nice cool falling back. Follow up if you're feeling it. Perfect. 100% memory download intact. Oh, this is good stuff. Hot dog style.
Time to ride.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fracture. Sure, we can talk. No worries. We got you sorted. You help me, I help you. Everybody's happy. Solaris United don't trust easy. But make good, and we can talk. Copy that. Keep a quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displaced thermia has to go somewhere. Now we've got thermia fractures threatening to roast Fortuna. Neff can fix this, but he won't. Instead, he's got that mucking exploiter world harvesting the surface thermia for quick profit. Get out there, locate a fracture, and I'll help you seal it. Oh, and Sparky, you run into that exploiter orb out there, you leg it. Once she ices up, nothing can touch her. Not gonna lie, we could use... Copy that. Keep a shiny side up, Sparky. Status check on coolant flow. And mind it doesn't off-gas! Oi, I got work if you can keep your mouth shut. Don't bother me now. Talk to your supervisor. Oi, Outworlder, get over here. Contracts. Interested? Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation. Status check on coolant flow. And mind it doesn't off gas! Oi, I got work if you can keep your mouth shut. Don't bother me now. Talk to your supervisor. Oi, Outwalder, get over here. Contracts. Interested? Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation.
Solaris, are you listening? Know that I have plans for you. Know that the Order of Prophet safeguards your hope, your well-being, and our shared future. Donate today with the credit to your account and the sweat of your brow. Give.
Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation. Don't bother me now. Talk to your supervisor. Oi, Outwalder, get over here. Contracts. Interested? Throwers to all outbound rail tractors. Don't talk to me till it's done. Credits for dishonest work. And keep your voice down. I've got a cover to maintain. Get back to work, you muckers! Hey, you! Come here. Act natural. I got work. Throwers to all outbound rail tractors. Don't talk to me till it's done. Credits for dishonest work. And keep your voice down. I've got a cover to maintain.
In the temple of profit as your parts fail and your family starves. Looked up at all that gold and grandeur and wondered if you've been had.
Status check on coolant flow. And mind it doesn't off-gas! Oi, I got work if you can keep your mouth shut. Status check on coolant flow. And mind it doesn't off-gas! Oi, I got work if you can keep your mouth shut. Don't bother me now. Talk to your supervisor. Oi, Outworlder, get over here. Contracts. Interested? Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation.
Tell you. So does your neighbor. What to do? Desire riches more than your neighbor, more than your brother, more than your overseer. Desire, friend, will raise you from the muck, will raise you to the stars, will raise you to your rightful place with the faithful here in orbit by my side. Tell me, will I see you soon?
Throwers to all outbound rail tractors. Don't talk to me till it's done. Credits for dishonest work. And keep your voice down. I got a cover to maintain. Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation. Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation.
Nathaniel here, like you. I toiled, friends, I toiled. But I pulled myself up, dusted myself off, and purchased my future. Join me here, in orbit, out of the dirt, above.
Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let's us have a quiet conversation. Throwers to all outbound rail tractors. Don't talk to me till it's done. Credits for dishonest work. Keep your voice down. I got a cover to maintain. status check on coolant flow. And mind it doesn't off-gas! Oi, I got work if you can keep your mouth shut. Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displaced thermia has to go somewhere. Now we've got... Show 'em how it's done, Sparky. We ain't got all cycle.
Nama's veiling any corpus they can get their hands on, and Nev's filed it as a non-issue. It's down to us. If we don't stop this, the Nama expansion goes exponential and Fortuna's done for. Let's move.
We need a distraction. Get out there, cause trouble, and do it fast.
Cavalry's on its way. Let's get to business. They're down.
Wait for the trap, then get down there. Remember, if I'm going to rip its data mask, you need that coil drive in one piece. There it is. Steady. Steady. It's down. Now crack the casing and plug me into the data mask.
Cheerio. Contact!
understand, but this data mass is some seriously tangled architecture. Gonna need you to buy me more time, Sparky.
Here we go. Let's get this shop on the road.
Right. Resource cases are gonna be teleported to this site. Intercept them, steal them, get out. Shipments arrived. Grab them.
How's that?
Another shipment. Move fast. Case retrieved. We've got more coming in. Pick him up. Got it.
We're under attack!
That's one for us.
You're done. Saddle up.
Do you perhaps think yourself on safari? We are here to capture and preserve. And Welder, holster your weapons.
I'm seeing alerts kicking off across the board. Don't let up.
Enemy in the area! Jaffa! Moving on.
Excellent. We can use those credits to help people. Now, response scrambled, and we got a target. Go get him, Sparky.
Let's get this shop on the road. It's kicking off. Drop them off.
Done. For now. Give me brain shelving any day. At least, I'd still be me.
We appear to have angered the locals. That's your lot.
That'll get me past the first layer of security. Plug the data mass into the terminal, then make sure I'm not bothered. Oh, that kicked the nest. Taxman on the way. Hold him off while I finish up. Nearly complete. Ish.
We've got hostiles.
Copy? Green. Connection's good. We're open for business.
Always fancied a life of action, me. Except, you know, an old injury. And an aversion to having a cauterized hole blown through me parts.
Fire enough.
Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let us have a quiet conversation. Manifest checks out. Carry on. Today's your lucky day, Cove. Let us have a quiet conversation. Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant in. Copy that. Keep a shiny side up.
Plotting route.
Hey, I need 20 cc's of fix your damn shit!
Danger close! Fire! Got him.
It's working. Hell scrubbers are starting to emerge. I gotta hand it to the little guy. He knows how to talk to the appliances. Oh, hey! Welcome to the find out phase!
Cheerio. They're on to us!
Scrubber ready for you.
You're done. Here we go.
It's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Okay, marking extraction. You can pull the ripcord whenever you need to. I won't judge.
Engaging. Still got it. Roger. Standing down. Let's see what you've learned.
Gotta nurse these scrubbers. Keep them clean. Too much spore buildup and you got code white on your hands.
Zone is hot. Watch yourselves.
Need you to stay on top of those scrubbers. You see growth? Shoot it.
You're done.
Situation critical. Code injection is like activated charcoal to the tech rot. Makes him puke these hell scrubbers right back up. Ain't that like a shot of adrenaline?
Scratch one. We go.
to the find out phase.
Down you go.
Hell Scrubber ready for you. It's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
you're sweating.
Aw, you hurt?
Owie! Before I forget, contact of mine as a lead on a clothing palette he swears is legit Shibikaji. If Ellen is in range when I eyeball him, I'll get her to pipe you a look. So what you trying to do after this? Yo, what you saying, fam? You cool? You feeling this? Took a lot of trouble to get that. I got you.
Hey, thanks for last night. Flip through the stacks. Take your time. There you go.
Hello. To what do I owe the pleasure? Shall we? Excuses, excuse. I knew right away you'd be a good time. You know where I am?
Hey, what'll it be? Scaldra weapons. Untraceable. Go ahead. Were you just making
No more drifting. Time you settled down, Tiger. You are living like...
Yeah. Report back soon. I had to close up your stomach wound with a staple gun.
Wanted? Always got time for you. You know that. All right, this stuff is so up your alley, you're practically getting mugged. See you soon.
Órale. A ver, let's see. Ay, qué bueno. You have just... For you, anytime.
Hey, Paradox. Look. Pretty.
Felomir and Minerva are ready when you are. Stand by for temporal shenanigans. All set? Got a set of crisis events lined up for you. Make sure we get a gold star on each one. Experiment. Hellscrub. If there are Peely Picks in any of these assumed bad boys, I'll detect them and mark the timeline continuum.
Wait. When would you have put Peely Picks on a hell scrubber? You know what? It's better if I don't know.
Down you go.
attack rot from here.
Oh god. Try smelling it from our position. Burnt plastic is potpourri compared to this stuff.
Hostile contact. Engaging. Boom!
Health Club complete. Remind me again why it has to be this hard.
Yeah, that's because easy things don't leave dents in space-time. Duh. Next mission.
What's the plan, Kaya? Security detail?
It's just a hunch, but Nessie saw an instance of this concert before she disappeared. You keep the show going, and I'll watch the chronometer for any fluctuations that might be related to her.
Feel a thing. Scratch one. Let's go.
Is this what the kids are calling a mosh pit? You know, I can see the appeal.
If anyone asks, you don't know me.
Pray for a purge! Pray for a purge! Pray for a purge!
This is the final stage in my research. It's super duper critical that you don't stop kicking Tekrot's butt. Understood?
Loud and clear.
Good night. Yeah, I'm up for a scrap.
I trust the kid, Val. I do. But this is some heavy voodoo. What if... I don't know. What if we can't make things right?
Then we go down trying. But we do it together.
We appear to have angered the locals. They're down.
so much data to sift through now. My gods, I love you guys.
Our pleasure, kid.
No, as much as I love to use, you know what I'm saying, that particular sword is pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. I think I maxed it. I found a build for it. Might have put it on a separate class. But I do have a build for this this here thing now. So now that I found out how to put that together, I'm gonna go back to what I'm originally using. I just wanted to know if it was possible to do that with the cyan. But now that I see that I can, yeah, I ain't gotta worry about it too much. So, I like that part right there. But that was definitely one of my issues I was having with this game. I wanted to be able to enjoy playing it. I'm trying to see if I want to do that. Put that red on there. There we go. Yeah, so now that I know that it's possible to make that sword useful as far as any of those modes go, it passes. I can switch it between I just gotta make sure I set my mods back, but I ain't gonna lie, I think the Anku just overall is better. Even though I might have pushed the Siam to as far as I can, as far as where I'm at right now. When it just comes to overall damage and just being able to show out, you want to go with, you know what I'm saying, Incarnate Anku, especially for modes like that. Like, I got ability, strength, and armor and everything, and parkour, velocity, sprint speed, along with some more sprint speed. But being able to teleport 20 meters ahead doesn't do too much of nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? And being able to run fast isn't really something that I would say Excalibur Umbra needs to worry about. Like, I can still get my parkour velocity either way, but the aim, glide, and wall edge duration is good, and the slam attacks were 150%. That's just damn near unbeatable. Like, the only reason I use the armored agility is because of that right there, that 40% armor. Or else I would switch that out for something too. So we're not gonna use the Mars Hatred. You go hit it with my favorite thing, that peculiar audience. And as y'all can see, I can make my strength on my weapons be up to 200% if I wanted to. So me taking this down is me doing this because I'm able to use these type of mods and stuff and still go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like a Mars Hatred and shit like that, the ability, strength, and everything with the armor, I could go for that. You know, I could have a lot of armor, but there ain't no need for it though. You know what I'm saying? I like to get on there and do what I do. You don't want to make too much of a nuke class too. That's another thing I've been seeing online, is that people get kind of pissed off with the nuke classes, because really when people are using nuke classes, what they're doing is one-shotting everything, which is fine and dandy, but when you playing missions where it's like monsters that's only level 200 or level 150, for any other player that's in that lobby with you, they're not going to have fun, because they're going to get all their shit swiped away from them because you're in there hitting them for, you know what I'm saying, 300% critical and shit like that. Like what I do with my Anku, especially once I go in Incarnate mode. Like if I was to put the other slam attack mod with this one, that would give me like 300%. That would be too much. Every time I slam, I'm going to hit negative, and I'm going to probably magnetic at least like 2, 3, 4 more monsters with me, and then I slam 2, 3 more times, and I just cleared the whole area. And it just makes it on fun too. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do a little damage, have a little combat. You know what I'm saying? Just one shot and everything kind of get boring, especially since these missions and the content of Warframe in itself doesn't show up fast enough to be rushing the missions like that. So I love using the peculiar audience with the scythe though, because of the whole Incarnon thing in general though. So that's my reasoning for that. Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, it's just really parkour velocity and shit like that. That really makes the difference for any of these things that I do. Like I said, I could take out Peculiar and I could put, not a Mars Hatred, but I believe it'd be a Mars Anguish. It's nearest Anguish, and I think a Mars Anguish is the other one. Yep. No, not a Mars Anguish. Nearest Hatred. That's what it is. So you got Namar and Nira. So if I was to put Nira's Hatred on there, and I would have that, you know what I'm saying? The ability duration would go up, my health would go up. Like, honestly, I could take probably this Archon Continuity off. Like, I could just recalibrate my Umbra to be able to use mods that's got these type of icons on them, or that's got the other one to them. And I could just go ahead and break my character, basically, you know what I'm saying? So I could go ahead and throw like a Mars Hatred on there with Nira's Anguish and a Mars Anguish, and get like a whole lot of parkour velocity, a whole lot of sprint speed, still teleporting on heavy attack. Like if I was just to take Peculiar Audience off, like let's see, I'll take Peculiar Audience off. Oh wait, no, yeah, you can't put a Mars Anguish with Mars Anguish. Got to be the other one. They got to coincide. They can't be the same. So that'd be a Mars Hatred. Yeah, we'll go there. Let's get that. What I'm finna really do is just kind of give like a, yeah, that's what it is. I'll make sure that I remember that shit. They all got the same icons too. Okay, so I got Nearest Hatred and Nearest Anguish. Now, that's automatically 300% damage. So, for my scythe that already does a whole lot of damage, it's 300% more on there. Imagine that with Incarnon mode. Every time I hit, it's gonna whack them for the max. Now, apparently I can't put that on, so that would have to be, I believe, yeah, you can't coincide either one. So you couldn't even make that type. They won't even allow for that build because that's how broken it would be. To be able to have like 20-meter teleport with 15% ability strength and a whole lot of armor and stuff like that, my character would be broken. This would be at 192. This would be 170. My health would be like almost close to 2K. And my energy and all that would be at like 600-700. Along with my sprint speed, probably been at like 1.4. So I'd be moving as fast as Gauss does in basic running. Like his basic speed, I'd be running as fast as him. And if I was getting any of the boosters, I'd be at like Mach 5. Basically almost running out of the map. So that's what I mean. Like I could make a crazy build off this. Like if I run into a mission and do this with this 300% damage, you're guaranteed to see 3 exclamation points and a negative every time because it's that broken. And that's not even counting the fact that I haven't fully upgraded my batteries yet. Like I still got one more to get for each one. You know what I'm saying? That's only going to allow for more melee damage and so forth. Which is also why my Cyan works too, because I have these arcanes that, you know, may allow for my melee weapons to hold for amount of seconds, but it's going to increase the melee damage during that time. So that's why I kind of like run around with the Cyan shit. So it's just really like my own personal thing. Like if I want to use a Cyan, I'm probably a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just going for long distance attacks. Like I was in that mission, the uncle is just to, you know, break the game, basically, have fun. And of course to get that peculiar audience off too. You know what I'm saying? That should be funny. You just hear this laugh randomly throughout the map. You know what I'm saying? If some people deduct that they know it's peculiar audience, others just be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. They eventually get tired of hearing it too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I could go with the slam attack damage and make my Siam on every slam go crazy. But my Siam isn't built on slam damage. And then like I could do some here with Hunter's Adrenaline, and then I can tack on Rage with that. And convert 85% of damage that's done to me to energy. And that'll just allow my Siam once again to be even more powerful. Might not have the stats. You know what I'm saying? The stats might go down a little bit as far as his basic stats, but overall, this is how he coming. And it's going to be overpowered every time. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of movement that you want. And, let me see. I'm finna put on something like Mars Anguish. Instead of Near's Anguish, you got a Mars Anguish. Still same thing. Still get my parkour and all that, but I just got 177 in strength instead of that 192. So, and like I could take off Arcade Continuity, you know what I'm saying? But it's got a 55% ability duration, which is what I like the most about it. You know what I'm saying? It allows my stuff to basically, like my duration on most of my shit. Chain range is like 20 meters. The range is, 7 meters. So 27 meters altogether. The radius is 25 meters. The duration is 23 seconds. They be stunned for 23 seconds. That's a long ass time. 31 seconds when I impale somebody with the blood altar. You know what I'm saying? That allows me to gain so much more health. Basically, if I take one and then wait almost like 20, 30 seconds down, take another one, that's a whole minute. And then these game modes, or not game modes, but in these missions and stuff, that's all you need is a minute. Especially when you're doing survival. You know what I'm saying? So just back to back, I can just build up the amount of time it takes in a survival and use that just straight up healing. You know what I'm saying? And it's giving me 44%. Same thing with this. You know what I'm saying? Damage is up high as hell. Blind duration is 9.3 seconds. And I don't even use my Exalted Blade much, except probably just bullshit sometimes. And even then, it's about as strong as my Incarnate Anko. They're on the same amount of damage level. Like, honestly, if I want to run around and use my Exalted Blade all the time, I could use that. I could make an Exalted Blade build right now and not even use a melee. Just use my blade every time I go into a match. And just run around with that. That's how much energy that I could be holding on to. Like, I got Rage and I got Hunter's Adrenaline here. If I was to take off Amara's Anguish, because that's just sprint speed and parkour velocity for real. If I was to switch that out and throw on something like, what would that be? Let's say even continuity, not continuity, but intensify. You know what I'm saying? For that ability strength. That's something that'll do a whole lot. But then if I go over to Streamline, that's efficiency. Which efficiency don't really do too much. They're just the energy cost in general. Flow. So if I was to go and throw flow on there, 758 energy. I'm talking about most Warframes on here don't go past 300-400 on energy. Most people are like 500, shit like that. I come in with 758. I start at 100. Like, that's just off of flow. I don't even need the parkour velocity because I got so much that's going to help with parkour velocity that it doesn't even matter about that. Parkour velocity, that's the reason I could jump so high in the first place, is because of it. But if I was to take off armored agility and just throw on stuff for parkour velocity shit, I could. You know what I'm saying? I could still get that same amount of shit. But this is just showing like what it'd be like if I was to, like, I got mobilized, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to be a parkour velocity freak, I could, but being able to jump high and all through the areas only really matter on open map areas. Like, if we talking about in a building and shit like that, oftentimes that can fuck you up because you're just jumping way too high, way too far. I could throw something like stretch, you know what I'm saying, right there for that one. Oh, right now it's holding on to one of those. What I got up there? I can put a Mars Hatred, I believe, and get my ability strength back. So if I wanted to, I could throw that on there. Cardinus Carapace. I could put Agora Accord and glitch it, where, you know what I'm saying, every time I'm using my energy, my shields go right back to healing up and just basically create a almost close to God build, you know what I'm saying? But like I can get 15% instead of that, take off my sprint speed, get my latch and duration to get my slam attack back, and still be doing the same amount of damage. Like, not the same amount of damage, but still be, you know what I'm saying, running through these game modes like it ain't shit. Could be using retribution, you know what I'm saying? I could strike motherfuckers with electricity every time they run up on me, melee. You know what I'm saying? Stop them right there in their tracks. Let's see. I could go for duration instead. Make my duration longer. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even need to do this. I don't need to have 758 energy. I don't need to be running at 1.345 and none of that shit. I just like to play the way I play. So that's why I be telling y'all on this game when I be saying that if I wanted to make a more godly build, if I wanted to overly break the game, I could always do that. I can always make my character stronger than what he is. There's never enough damage that you can build up to. It's just once you get to a certain point in the game, it doesn't even register that damage anymore. So it's like you're really just breaking the game. You're not getting no like real particular damage. Like you're not really knowing how much damage you're really doing. And also on a lot of monsters, there's a damage cap. And with that damage cap, that just, you know what I'm saying, it's only so much damage that you can do. It's not going to even pop up for any more damage than that, than what's on the screen. So you will never see how much damage you actually did, which is why I don't overboost my stats or try to overdo it with the builds and stuff, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna equal out to the same amount of damages. You know what I'm saying? All these weapons have a damage cap on here. They didn't build this game for people to be critical hitting and one-shotting like multiple level 500 enemies. You know what I'm saying? There should be a moment where you're fighting out with them a little bit. But, yeah. I could go for range, too. You know what I'm saying? I can make my range even better. If I wanted to. That could be that Archon stretch. I could throw Archon stretch on there for peculiar audience and get that. You know what I'm saying? That ability range. And have my range at about probably 155% too. Now, you know what I'm saying? My blood altars are stretching all the way across the map. The heal radius is all the way across the map. The ferocious howl is hitting across the map. You know what I'm saying? I can slash and dash further. Stuff like that. So it's just all about how y'all like to play the game. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like to be, I could have made him a shield god if I wanted to. I could have focused it all on shields. But my whole build is built around bleeding out to rebuild health to keep. Basically, it's a kind of like what you want to call. It's like a god build, but it's more so. It's more so where you. Because I want to say people that's almost like invincible almost, but not really invincible. You have a flaw. That's what my class is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm invincible up to a point. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't do is more damage than I can handle as far as getting off my Garuda blood altar, I won't die. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep having energy to keep giving myself health and keep having energy to keep attacking and fighting and keep having energy and keep having health. It just feeds off each other. It balances out. And like I said before, there's things I can do to make that even better and stronger. But like once you get to a certain point with damage, especially when you're playing with other people and stuff and they have a lot of like team bonuses on their Warframes and shit, my health is going to overguard, which is going to knock out my Garuda blood altar shit anyway. And then, you know what I'm saying, as far as anything else I'm doing, It's just really the flex. You know what I'm saying? Because after so much damage has been added on to me from other Warframes I'm playing with, shit, I'm gonna do past negative anyway, or I'm gonna game break the game anyway. So that's why I was trying to tell y'all, like, just, you know, kind of realize that as y'all playing the game too, that if you like to play with a lot of teams, you probably gonna run up against people that, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of team stuff on their Warframes, and it's gonna cause you to do a lot more than what you would have did. You know what I'm saying? Like, your damage is gonna be a lot more, shit like that. So that's what I need y'all to get out there and understand. And this armor reduces damage to health by 80%. Tower resistance reduces incoming CT damage by basically 50%. And that's really good too, because what y'all don't understand with that is that converting 45% of damage and then having 80% of it just hit my armor rather than my health is the reason also that I don't get hit like 2 or 3 times and they chip off like a chunk of my health. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could put rage on that and make that 85%, basically making this 100%. And like y'all saw in that one match, I didn't die. Like, my health wasn't even going down because it was converting the energy. And then if I throw on flow and maximize my energy, take off Archon continuity, forget about the duration, and just run something else, because what's the point of duration when I'm not going to really need my shit to last a long time anyway, because it's a damage build, so I'm really going to attack quickly regardless. I could throw that out of the way and throw something else on top of that. All right, let me see. That's ability duration right there for continuity. I would probably do something like intensify. Like, I make my ability strength even more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? And just be fucking shit up. Like, every time I hit it, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll just... I can do something for my squad. Companion and summon damage. Weak point critical chance. I can do shit to help them. 15% of my fourth ability, which one mean shit. So I would go for intensify. I can do it now to really prove a point. I can throw on rage right here for peculiar audience, take off nearest anguish and armored agility, and just switch out both of those for 2 god mods as well. Take out continuity for intensify. And this ain't even upgraded yet. I guarantee I'm gonna get over 200%. And my damage is gonna be going crazy. Damage is gonna be going over crazy, like. But I won't even need it. For Excalibur skills, it won't even matter. Bro. It'll just be something. That's why I don't really care too much for the ability strength. And the only reason I have ability strength is because of this, I believe, intensify, umbrella intensify. That's the only reason. And I think because of that, I can't even use any intensify mods anyway. Yeah, so it would have to be. And I got Archon continue. Basically, I already got modded as much as I could. I can't even do much more than that anyway. Like I said, I could put rage here, put something here, put something here, lose a little sprint speed, a little armor, but I gain way much more, and instead, shit, I'd have a god frame sitting right in front of me, where I would never die, never have to really worry about damage, and I'm outputting 3 exclamation points or more, and that's just on a basic attack. Like I said, I haven't even fully got all this as upgraded yet. This still needs 2 more arcanes before I can actually get that 180% damage. And then I think my secondary is going through the same issue. My primary dexterity is up. On melee kill, 60% damage for 20 seconds. And I got a 7.5 second combo duration, and it stacks up 6 times. So, you know what I'm saying? That's almost close to 600% damage for 20 seconds. And then you got melee kills, 60% damage, 20 seconds, stacks up 6 times, same thing. So imagine that. Imagine that. And y'all wonder why I be hitting for like 3 negatives and some more shit. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. And these are all maxed out mods on here too. None of this shit halfway. 201% is what that gets you right here. All that fucking critical chance. And the most I could balance out was 201% off that shit. But that's all you need. I'm right over the super critical hits. I'm 1.2% over it. And that's good enough. What a 5 times damage multiplier. I don't know why it glitches and says 3.5, but it's 5 times. The status is the only thing that is the downside to me with the Arco is the status chance. But I mean, the magnetic is like the one that's gonna hit the most, but it's like it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have multiple apply rather than just each one, but how strong my Anku is, it happens anyway, so I don't have to worry about my status. I basically canceled out my status chance for critical chance and critical damage. So I won't have to worry about that. Because status is good and all, but you want damage. You want a lot of it critical hard. So that's why I got a lot of toxin, which affects armor. You know what I'm saying? It bypasses the shields and deals damage directly to the health, which is why I love Toxin. They got Magnetic. But what I can't do to the armor with Magnetic, I do the Tech Rock, Corpus, Amalgam. You got all the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? They all fall into these same categories, to be honest. Grenier and all the rest of them, they all get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So this Corpus and Orican Slash is infested in armor. Impact is Grenier, Kuva Grenier, Scalger. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty good. I got them where I want them to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how all that shit is affecting them. And like I said, Magnetic and Toxin being the top 2, it's going to hit them. It's not going to do a lot to them, but it's going to hit them and it's going to cause them to go into all the rest of this. 10 Kai at 15%. My wind-up only takes 32 seconds, which is real fast compared to how slow it actually is. I said I could have my slam attack going crazy, but this shit good enough right here. There don't need to be no more than that. And Karnan has got 6k damage. Regular only got 21k. 26, 21k difference. So only got a 5,000 damage plus difference. And I can tell y'all it does make a difference when you see that in Karnan mode activated. But it ain't got shit on the basic one, like building up to it and everything. That combo multiplier, hit that mode and you go for that slam right off the rip. The critical be insane. But then I got, you know what I'm saying, status duration, which I don't know if it shows on here about status duration on the weapons. I don't think it does, see. Nope. Okay, so status duration on weapons is really, really good. 141%. That just basically means that my shit is going to linger on them for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to just take this damage and not be getting ticked for the damage over time. So even if I'm doing maximum damage and somehow a couple of them survive a few hits, they're not going to survive the fight. You know what I'm saying? And then that attack speed is 71%. That's why I be hitting like y'all seen the way I had the speed boosters from the other little Warframes in that last little Archimedia mission I just ran. If I had my Incarnon Anku in there, that attack speed would have been so fast I would have been breaking the game. And that, now imagine that with all that damage. And if I had a prime mod for wind, it's the only thing I could do that could make the damage go higher and really break the game. But if I did that, I would one-shot so bad when nobody want to play with me. Because I'm hitting too hard. People want to be able to enjoy doing a couple hits and moves too. They don't want to sit back and just watch you nuke everything. So keep that in account. Like I said, I built this class up as hard as I could, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's much more I can do. But y'all just gotta know what you're doing, know how to play, and, you know, give everybody a chance to enjoy the game too, which don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't come on this game and take every last fucking attack and move and everything else you can. That's shitty. That's very shitty. You definitely have some salty people probably inboxing you too. know, definitely want to know why they couldn't get any of their little moves off and shit like that. Like, I don't know, avoid that type of shit. It's best just to let people do what they do in game modes. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to overdo it, over attack monsters. Like, I notice a lot of y'all come out of y'all way to try to run up on what y'all think a Warframe needs help with, and you know that's fine and dandy, and I understand where y'all coming from, but that's the most irritating shit you can do. Nobody wants to be fighting a horde of enemies, and somebody goes and just squad wipes the whole horde. Now you looking for enemies to attack and shit. Everybody wants to be able to enjoy fighting, so since we have that type of community, to all my veteran Warframe players and Warframe-alike players that love to do a lot of damage and shit, just be cool. You gotta do so much. You know, if you're gonna use a new class, respect the other frames and let them attack too. Even though you know you could probably solo the mission. It ain't about that. If it was, you would have queued up by yourself. That's the real noob artist. You do all that shit when you got a team, but can y'all do that shit when you don't have one? That be what proves it. Proves if you got a god build or not. So yeah, I just think about that when y'all going in there. Trying to overdo people and shit. I don't know, I just feel like with the Umber mode, this makes this shit show off way much more as far as the Seraphir and Pharaoh go versus the Ratwing. The Ratwing and Pharaoh is pretty cool too though, but this one just gives off more when it's in Umber. This is what I think they intended. So I ain't tripping about it, but I just do notice it though. You see my site got that shit going on. Character rose here too. I gotta see that like that red and then the black that's formed into it and the little like face and shit it's got. That's the cool part about that shit. And I think the scarf thing is just Rose Hill. He the only frame on here that's got like a long scarf or something. I think that's just a detail that you just gotta add when you're playing with Excalibur. Like I said, it's Excalibur, Arthur Uchiha. This is the build. You know what I'm saying? I had the Cyan build up there. I'm gonna be posting it to my YouTube too, because I know a lot of people wanted that Cyan build. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that up there, but y'all gotta understand it is very particular. Any classes that I make ain't not classes that y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying, achieve as soon as you jump on the game. And not classes that y'all gonna have, you know what I'm saying, off the rip that you can make it happen with. Is something that you gotta kind of build towards, which will make you want to play the game, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, like y'all gonna, it's gonna take you a minute. Like y'all gonna have to really know what you're doing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think I might keep this. I like how it forms around that crown too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna keep it like this. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't get caught up in that type of energy and stuff, y'all. Like I said, shit. Y'all want to play this game and have fun? That's the way. And speaking on the builds again, any builds that I put up are just builds that, you know what I'm saying, I've acquired over a long ass time of playing this game. Like, and I ain't gonna say a long ass time because a lot of that stuff nowadays y'all can get pretty quickly. It's not something that you gotta really, you know, waste a lot of time and grind hard as hell for anymore like it used to be. But if you want the builds that I have, especially particularly to this God rolled Anku Riven, that's something that you just gotta keep on rolling for. I rolled a little bit less than 191 times, but it close to like 150, 160 times to get the Desi Critadadra. The Critadra, how you want to say it. Bro. But if you want this particular ribbon, I've seen this ribbon pop up online before, so it's not a ribbon that's just unknown to the world. It's a God ribbon, which means God roll, so it can happen. But it's just to get it with these particular stats is probably almost closer than impossible. I've seen this particular mod before online, and it's been with different calibrations, like different critical chance amounts and duration and so forth. And like one didn't have attack speed, it had the critical chance with side attack instead. So it's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this ribbon can be handed to anybody now unless I gave it away, which I would never do. But there comes a day where I just decide to quit Warframe. I always said I would sell all of my mods that I have or give them away, which will let me know that I'm quitting the game. Because, of course, gaining all that back would be fucking impossible. So that's why I got all this stuff here for y'all now. And that's really about it. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I wanted to get on here and break down and talk about. You know, somebody posting this to the YouTube too. But yeah, I kind of want to just give y'all the chance to see and gloss over the type of build you want to go for, how to achieve it, what you need to do to have it. And as y'all can see, it took me a while. I still got 2 in my capacity left too. So, you know, I did pretty good getting the mods I wanted. And if I can find a better mod for the code and put it on there, I will. Like I said, same thing here. You know what I'm saying? Just give me all a chance. Like I said, peculiar audience is all the way optional. You can put something way different there than that. That's just what I like to use for the whole ethereal angel effect that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is there. And then, like I said, there'll be some other stuff that I do too. Other weapons and stuff like that that's still a prime. I got some shit. I got the Hema. You know what I'm saying? And Nagataka. And Nadaruk. Unhoused Gift. I got my Tonagai, Kuva Brahma, Rubiko Prime. Thornback. Like, I got some weapons in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I got some shit I can start using and going crazy with, but the AX-52 is just my dog. Same thing with the Grimoire. None of these mods mean shit. You know what I'm saying? The only reason that I use this is for the magnetic. All because of the magnetic. That's why it's got anything on there. AX-52, same thing. I think the only thing that I'm really pulling from the AX-52 is the toxin and the magnetic overall. Oh, and then the Hunter munitions for my companion, which helps my companion out real good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's there for. And I think same thing here for my Exalted Blade. If y'all see, it took me a lot of time to get this shit for my Exalted Blade. This is not easy. Getting more Umbra Forma mods and shit. You know what I'm saying? The critical chance, there's no ribbon, so I didn't worry about that. I just evened it out with the status. Gave it a lot of magnetic and a lot of slash. And that's all that need to be done for a 34k damage sword. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a good sword. Shit, it do what it's got to do. It's also totem melee vortex with a magnetic, so when I switch to it, if I want to use it a little bit instead of my scythe, guess what? I'm fucking people up with it. For this is just simple shit. Out of sight. You know what I'm saying? On a mercy kill, I can blind a couple enemies within 18 meters. Often I do that sometimes just to add on to the duration that I already got going on without using energy. If I'm in a pinch, live wire, I can shock enemies when I'm hacking, which comes in handy because sometimes when you're doing SP missions and shit, you want to be able to hold them off while you're trying to solve the little puzzle. Untraceable, I go invisible, 15 seconds. That gives me time to use my blood altar and heal up, etc. Like I said, I would have more up there like hit and run for the parkour speed, and you know what I'm saying, I would probably use something like Intruder or Master Key, Swift Mercy. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit, but I keep these up here. Then like I got stuff like this. know, disinfection, stuff like that, and all the rest of that. 10% chance to drop a live heart cell, you know, stuff that would help me when I'm in Hulvania, basically. I don't really need it. Still got to do my other Kuva, but I already got my bow and arrow, so to speak. Yep. I got one of these in here. Get these floors a little bit. And everyone's using he's using the bloodshed sigil. He didn't put the multicolor on there though. Could do a little better. Too much blue. Yeah, you can do a whole lot better than that. Color scheme. I see where he's going with it, but he could multicolor it with that blue, a light blue with a purple or something like that. And that'll bring that bloodshed sigil all the way out. Maybe get a Sedana that got it on the back like how mine's is. The Jotunheim and a couple other ones allow for this. But this is a different sigil I'm using. I'm using the Velaris sigil, which is, to me, way better visually. Because I can still get the multicolor. Not as good, but it does phase out. Kind of like my body's been struck with lightning and stuff like that over time. And just in general, between matches, in game, and the lobby, it's always going to be seen. So if I want to multicolor right now, I could do it, and it's going to be seen wherever I'm at. That's why I had a lot of people like pulling up on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I did have the multicolor going on, a couple people wanted to come and ask me on my YouTube as well, like, hey, how do I get that multicolor stuff? How do I do it? Blah, blah, blah. I said I got a lot of content that I've streamed and I haven't posted to my YouTube, so I'm going to go through there probably in the morning and just upload everything that I've streamed, so that way it can catch up on YouTube, and that'll give, you know, not only views but time for y'all to see how to do this shit. I've been rambling because I ain't really got much content to go with on Warframe up until, like I said, some more of this shit happens. A little bit of missions that we did, that wasn't nothing. We still got to get to the main part. But usually when they do something like that, a little mission or a little here, hint there, a little glitch in the screen, something like that, they're preparing to send out the new content pretty soon. So it won't be too long. I would say probably by January we'll have a full scale of everything we'll be doing, because I know they're going to get through the event shit, like the Halloween stuff, the Christmas shit. So I know once all that passes, that'll be when we actually get to really get to the, you know what I'm saying, the gritty of this content shit. So y'all see what's going on though. So yeah, we'll continue that on when it happens. Right now, I'm just allowing my character to really be, you know, on stance. Kind of give some black and red lovers an idea. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my people that love the black and red on this game. It's one of my outfits for Excalibur Umber. So we got the white and gold, red and gold. I haven't seen it all. So, but most people, if you want people pulling up on you and shit like that, you want to do multicolor. Multicolor gets you through the door. That's what makes people come walk up on you like, hey, how did he get all of these colors on his Warframe? And I'm going to be doing that on my YouTube too. I'm going to just kind of going like, let's see, Kami. Instead of Kami, I'm going to go on.
My sword
is
yours.
Yeah, appearance. So I'm going to go to like C, and then I'm going to just start over, and I'm going to just create two different patterns or two different Arthurs. You know what I'm saying? One with Arthur, one with Umbra, and kind of give the you know what I'm saying, the look, and kind of show y'all what it'd be like if I was to use those style of character, and also with the mods and everything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break it all down, like the mods, putting stuff together, and I'm gonna do like maybe a 50 to an hour long video based around it, just to give people a chance to understand how to get the color palettes. They might spend a little platinum, but you know what I'm saying, I just want to be able to show y'all what that shit looks like in full effect. So I'm gonna be breaking that down probably tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna bring a lot of onlookers. Because we'll come here too. I like coming here because it's where most of the frames are standing in one spot, looking in one area. So it'll bring, you know, people that want to come and see what I'm doing or how to make that shit look like this and that and so forth. I like what he did here, but I think he should have made his outline blue too. Not blue, but black. So it could have gave it more of like a hollow purple out. Like when it comes to fashion framing, they can't nobody fuck with me. That's just too much what he got going on right here. All this gold and all the rest of that. Yeah, it's too much gold. See, I would have went for like a white on the top and stuff, like, or I would have put more white in there and just outline the gold a little bit, which give it more of like a, if you were going for that holy, you know what I'm saying, high ranking, sanctified 10-0, that's what you want. This dude here, though, I can understand what he's doing, but I just think the blue throws it off. He should have went for black instead or red. You know what I'm saying? Then add the blue and purple in there. This one is raw as hell. She took her time on making this one. Definitely took her time on this one. This is a lot of detail, a lot of effect. I think that's the Didium and Pharaoh, if I'm not mistaken, which gives you like that glitterish glow effect type shit. And she pulling that shit off pretty cool. Some of these other ones is downright shameful. I don't even bother to look. This is just downright shameful. Like, it's some of these Warframes would be showing, okay, like this one raw as hell. That's what I'm talking about. That black and red with just the red lights. He did his shit raw. Shameful, shameful, and shameful. This one is like halfway shameful. But I like how this one looks though. This one right here, I like that one. So we got a couple of frames out there that is shameful.
Don't try to speech me.
But we got a couple of frames out there that did their thing, but for the most part, this is how you want it. So I'll see y'all on the next video, man. Hope y'all enjoy the Twitch trade video. Hope y'all enjoy it over on YouTube when I break it down to y'all, because be on the lookout. A lot of Warframe content is coming back into rotation. Let's get it. Can you stand the rain?